where we lived, and my grandfather had a bunch of old logs, big old logs, nice logs. And so we got all of the guys from Agua Fria, about my age. We picked up that log and carried it from Lower Agua Fria, where it was, all the way to the school on our shoulders. And I got a picture of that.
Oh,
I got a picture of that
is
somewhere.
awesome.
And this log went all the way to the school, and we put it in the hole and put this board up and put the goalie on it, you know. And of course we just leveled the ground, you know, and you dribble the ball would go this way that way after a while. But we had a basketball in Agua Fria, the first one, you know.
Look at that.
So we carried it, and that's kind of a bar, you know.
Oh yeah.
And it was heavy, it was a big old log like
yes,
that.
it's like
And
a
I got a
pole.
picture of a bunch of guys carrying this log.
Oh man, you gotta find that.
That's a good one. Because we interviewed Lee right before you, and he was like the big basketball star because he was like 5'11" or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, and they were winning all the time when in Lee's time.
Yeah.
But it's great to have the story of where it started.
There
you
was
know.
no basketball court
Yeah.
up till
Yeah.
my father, of course, my father was more advanced because where he lived, there was he lived among the Anglo people, you know, and so they had basketball courts everywhere, you know, and he just couldn't believe there was no basketball court in the school, you know.
Well, like Lee was saying, he said they played on dirt so much that when they went to a real gym and the ball would bounce so much higher.
Yeah, oh, yeah. We used to play the boys club a lot, you know, and we didn't have no uniform or nothing. You know? We barely had any tennis shoes. You know? But yeah, that's the way.
Oh, look at that.
I have a picture of that. And Moises, remember Moises?
Moises,
Yeah.
yeah.
Romero.
Who else?
Romero,
Who else
yeah.
was with you? Like you?
Moises, yeah, I can't remember. Your brother was in on this, yeah. And I can't remember all the guys.
Little by little. Now that we
Yeah.
know this, we can ask
Yeah.
others and start putting
Yeah,
the pieces
yeah.
together. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, that was
That's awesome.
that was a great event. I was real proud of my dad.
That was.
We'll have to have a sports hall of fame.
What girls were in your class? More or same age? You know.
Molly,
Molly, okay.
Chrissy,
Chrissy Montoya.
Montoya.
Montoya,
Was Nell.
Mary Gonzalez. No, was it Mary? Where that wood shop is now?
Oh, Montoya.
Montoya.
Yeah, the Manuel Montoya.
I thought she
Oh,
was
yeah.
the prettiest
Montoya
girl.
girls. Oh my God.
Let me tell you another story. I really thought Mary was the most pretty girl I ever in my life, and I really liked her, and she was sweet to me and everything. So we would walk from school, and then halfway was her house, and then I walked with her. Well, there was this ruffian guy who lived down Agua Fria somewhere, and his name was Anastasio, and he was a bully, you know, a big, husky, tough guy. So we were walking, me and her, one day, and he started messing with me, hitting the back of my feet, and then he finally ended up grabbing me around the head and knocked me down to the ground. And Mary saw all this, and about that time she went running home. Man, I was laying there on my hands and knees, and I started crying because not so much that he hurt me, but because Mary had seen him do this to me. But I couldn't do nothing, he was too much bigger. So I looked down there, and here was this little white round rock, kind of egg-shaped like, smooth. So on my knees, as he was walking away, I went like this, and I threw it with everything I had in me. Caught him in the back of the head, and he went down like a rock, flat out. And I said, damn, I killed him. And the rock went flying up, and then it came down. So I started I saw him and he would get up and he would get up, and I cut the hell out of his head, with his blood was coming down. He was out and his head to the side, hit his face, right in the middle of the road, dirt road. And then I went by there and I picked up this little white rock and I went running home. And all that week, well, this is on a Friday, all that weekend I thought, man, the police is gonna come to me. I killed that guy. I know I killed him because he looked dead to me, you know. He was out like a rock. And so I didn't say nothing to nobody. But on Monday, I went to school and I put that white rock in my pocket, right? So on the way home, here he comes. He's got a big old patch on the back of his head, you know, and his head's all scratched and everything. And he's cussing me out, and I says, "Come on, son of a gun, come on." Well, I say words, "Come on, son of a gun, come on, I'll get you with this rock." And he looked at me. He knew I could hit you with that rock before, so he thought I could do it again. So he didn't mess with me anymore. And I carried that rock with me for a long time. It was a little white rock, round like that. Boy, it hit him in the head. The rock went flying up in the air.
Oh, that's so neat.
Isn't that funny? Huh? Is that funny or what? Boing! Boy, you went down. And it was facing the... Right in the middle of the road. Good thing there's no cars
I
in
can
those days.
picture it.
Yeah, it just cut the heck out of him. They had to shave around his head and patch him up.
What happened with Mary?
Well, I was so embarrassed that I didn't pursue it anymore. But later on in life, after many, many years, she was married to Johnny Meir.
Was that right?
For a while.
Okay.
Johnny Meir, yeah.
Yeah.
She was married to him. And she was always very pretty even then. I did some work for her a little bit. I never said nothing, you know, but she was a very pretty girl, no?
Yes,
Very pretty. He humiliated me, but to no end, man.
But you figured that rock out.
It was just lucky that I hit him with it. But I threw it with everything I had. So when it hit him, it must hurt, like, well, it knocked him out. He went boom.
Have you ever heard the story of the Agua Fria rock throwers? No. Oh, we won't go into that one. It's a long story. But